Okay, so today we're replacing the throttle body on a 2006 Mazda 6 with a 6-cylinder. So this is the replacement. So my throttle body was failing and causing erratic idle and loss of power. So I bought a used one on eBay, and we're going to replace my old throttle body with this new throttle body. So the steps are going to be first to take off the air intake, the tube from the old throttle body. Remove this air line here. Remove the electrical connection, which is here. There's 4 bolts on the throttle body, the old throttle body. 2 up top and 2 downstairs. And with that, it comes right off. If on your existing throttle body you have a coolant hose that goes here, I have taken mine off because a mod I did to replace another coolant connecting line. So this was the intake to the throttle body, and the outflow is on another. Well, on the new one you can see it here on the bottom right. So that runs coolant through the throttle body to keep it warm in cold conditions. You don't really need it, so mine is gone. But if you have those lines on there, just remove this line and the bottom, plug them somehow with a bolt, or so otherwise coolant will run out and make a mess. So I'm going to get my tools and start this assembly. Okay, first we're going to take off the air filter cover. 4 clips, 2, 3, 4. That lifts up. Now we're going to loosen this screw where the intake tube attaches to the throttle body. Loosen that bolt, and with that we can pull the air intake hose off. And now we have access to the throttle body itself. So again, you see a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt here, and then one underneath. So we're going to take those 4 bolts out, remove this electrical connector, slide that red tab up, squeeze and pull, pops right off. So I'm going to grab my sockets and we'll take off those 4 bolts. Okay, we're going to remove these 4 bolts. So I've got a 10mm socket with a short extension. So loosen that one and this one. If you need to remove your battery to get more access, you can, but it's not really necessary. It's up to you whether you want the extra space. So now that those are loose, I'm going to take these 4 bolts out. Basically, just come right out. 1, 2, 3, and the other one down here is a little hard to see, but it's right there. Alright, I'm going to cut the camera so I can take these off, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, last bolt is loose. With that, you just pull. Throttle body comes off, and there you go. There's the old throttle body. This one is a 3M4E-CH. There's a few other models that will fit, but I got a replacement with that same part number. So you can see what it looks like without the throttle body. The greenish blue is the gasket. Check it, but it should be fine just to reuse. Okay, I got the replacement. Basically, I'm going to do the reverse of what I just took the other one off. Put this in place right here. Reattach the 4 bolts. And when I'm done with that, we'll reattach the connector and the intake, and we'll be done. Okay, I'm tightening the last bolt. Again, 10mm socket. 1, 2, 4 bolts. Now what's left to do is to reattach the electrical connector, which slides in. And then push the red tab down. And then we're going to redo the air intake. This just slides on. This is routine. And I'll tighten down the strap and close the 4 clips on the filter holder, and be good to go, and we'll give it a try. Okay, the last thing I did was tighten this screw which holds the intake hose onto the throttle body. Electrical connection is good. These bolts are all tight. Make sure you close all 4 of these clips. Make sure this vacuum hose is attached to that little nipple, and your math sensor and everything else is reattached. And with that, we've replaced the throttle body. That took about 30 minutes with only a screwdriver and a socket set and a little bit of knowing how to get around under the hood. So I'm going to start it up and see what we got.